Well, hello, and welcome to the Peter Mooney channel. How are you today? Gosh, it looks like there is already a delightful crowd gathering in the wings, and suddenly I completely forgotten how this works. So hi, it's it's terrible missing the stream on Tuesday. Now it's been a week since I've done this, and um, oh, yeah, soundtrack. That's good to know that you can hear me. Absolutely excellent, delightful, and wonderful. Let me whoop. Oh heavens! There's so. This is going to be my first stream since I installed Mouse Without Borders, and I'm loving using it so far. We'll see how it affects the stream. Sometimes it's a little tricky keeping track of it. So I used to have two mouses. I don't know. I mean, I know the plural of mouse is mice, but somehow it seems like two computer mouses rather than mice. I don't know. Meese, mousei. I know that's not that. Yeah, sorry. So now there's only one keyboard and one mouse. But the mouse. So now one mouse is doing stuff on four different monitors, and it's we'll see how it goes. Pardon, I ask your forgiveness in advance for any unexpected sort of. But to say hello to folks, there's already a bunch of people here. My gosh, please join me in welcoming Soundtrack 78. And China Balloon. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you are enjoying your day. Oh my goodness, Vega Blue Sky is here. And howdy, Sleazy does it again. Glad to see you're here again. And oh my goodness, Ascended Gravity is here. And Pezzy, always a thrill and a delight to see you. Welcome on in. And Hans, Niner39er, hello, and welcome on in. And oh my goodness, ladies, gentlemen, and all gentle beings, who do we have with us today but the one, the only, Jim Caesar? Oh, no, that's not the right button. What the heck? Ah, wait, there it is. Aha. Always a delight to see you, Jim Caesar. And oh my goodness, Scotty the Hottie is here as well. And oh, uh-oh. Um, did I? Oh no! Oh well, so that's not. I thought I had done the right thing, but no. Um. So, oh my goodness! Is that wait? Now, now I'm at a total loss. what the bot is doing. So I gotta go here and here, and oh gosh, there as well. And then oh, so survive with survive with six. Oh, survive with six. Thank you for the follow and welcome on in. Let me see if I can I cause it to, there we go. Oh, and what am I saying? Oh, okay, I get it now. And we've already had 2 resubscriptions at the beginning of the stream. Sleazy does it again. Thank you so much, Sleazy, for the resub, and also Scotty to Hottie resubscribing for 10 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Scotty to Hottie. There we go. So I think we're caught up on those. Oh my goodness. Cold Nebo cheering 100 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cold Nebo. And so soundtrack, we were talking before this. Oh, and Survive with Six. Hi, yeah, thanks, thank you for saying hi. And again, welcome. We'll get to the flying before too long here, I promise. But so soundtrack, we were talking before the stream about that thing with the bot and the stream elements bot and emotes, and I saw resubs going. So there's this thing that, before I get into this any further, I just want to beg anybody who's here who might feel moved to gift a sub to the stream elements bot, please no. I really want to troubleshoot the problem with the bot not having not having it. When the bot puts an emote in the chat, Texas One Flyboy, thank you so very much for the 9-month resubscription. That's just, it's the, ah, I appreciate it so much. I don't I don't know how to how to say uh all right. Yay, yeah. Texas One Flyboy with the 9-month Twitch baby. Congratulations and thank you. Um so yeah, so soundtrack, I'm like on the subscriptions and resubscriptions, I'm not seeing any emotes, or rather the text version of the emote. So for those who don't know what I'm discussing with soundtrack here, there have been times in the past where when stream elements would post something to the chat, if what it was posting to the chat included one of the emotes from my channel, what was showing up in the chat was just the text version of the emote rather than the emote itself. You may have experienced this yourself if your subscription to a channel has expired and you use the text version of an emote from that channel you're no longer subscribed to in the chat. It just puts the text in the chat, not the emote, because you no longer have the subscription to get the emote. So in the past, when this has happened, people have generously gifted a sub to stream elements in the chat, which makes the emotes work for the next month until the subscription expires, but also makes it impossible for me to troubleshoot the problem and figure out why it's doing it. But so I tried that before the stream today. I went to look and I actually um, couldn't find where in stream elements the emotes are even coming from, because they're not in the text that I entered in there uh for any of that. Bonanza G36, welcome on in. Happy to have you here. There's the route in the chat for where we're going to be flying, and I'm always on the North Europe server, and I keep that in the stream title there just to just to, so everybody knows and is on the same page. And anybody and everybody welcome to fly along today. It's another sightseeing flight. This time we're in Oregon, not too far from where we were uh, last Thursday. And I started to say just a sightseeing flight, and I stopped myself. I think it was Dr. Freud trying to slip in uh, a thing that I've had a number of ideas rattling around in my largely empty head about the stream and content and what we're doing, because it's been months now since we put a pause in doing the Boston VATSIM Wings challenge flight program, and I really kind of want to get back into that and finish it up. We got a little past halfway through the program, and so there's probably gonna over the coming weeks be figuring out working back in the direction of getting that back onto the schedule. And so I think that's where the me almost saying it's just a sightseeing flight came from. But I think this is going to be a lovely sightseeing flight. So we'll be in Oregon. It's a little hard to see on the screen there at that brightness level, and I can't seem to. There we go. I think that makes things show. So we're going to start in Medford, Oregon, over here, and then we're going to fly down to Ashland, down here, and then come up here and kind of hook our way around Mount McLaughlin, and then kind of come down the shore of this is Upper Klamath Lake, which is like really a pretty big lake, and then we'll end up down here at Klamath Falls. Um, I posted in the Discord about on Monday a couple of custom sceneries, one for Medford and one for Klamath Falls. Uh, Beautiful sceneries. Freeware on the .to. So if you want to grab those before we get started, we'll I'm hopefully not going to be that long before we get started. But if you have time and you want those sceneries, they're quite nice. They turn both of those airports from the kind of crappy Microsoft Flight Simulator default into really pretty nice looking airports. I went look at the this being called Upper Klamath Lake made me interested, and I went looking on the map and I was like, is this like Lower Klamath Lake down here? And I went looking and looking, and is it over? No, I finally found it, and I'm pretty sure it's this right over here is actually Lower Klamath Lake, which um, is, pretty small in contrast to the size of Upper Klamath Lake. But I think I have that right. Isn't that, I pulled up yes, I think, let me see. I was thinking I'd put this on screen, but I have to, oh, come on. Oh no, that's Copco Lake. I really did find it once. Oh, there, that's Lower Klamath over there. Oh, okay. So it's not that one. It's, well, now I can't seem to find it at all. Look, there's weed. Uh, at any rate, it's Lower Klamath turns out to be just across the California border. Uh, why is that being so hard to find? Oh, I guess maybe it's closer than I'm thinking. It's not that, is it? No, that's Klamath Falls and the river. And then there's the airport. Well, trust me, it's right down here somewhere. Um, and it is, where is it in relation to? Eh, oh well. I was, here's Upper Klamath, and then the airport's on the south side of Sound. It's this right down here. So that's the, oops, oh goodness. That's the California border going across there. And then we got Lower Klamath National Wildlife Preserve, and then there's Lower Klamath Lake. I really don't know why I'm belaboring this point, and I'll stop now, and we'll get flying. Oh, no, I think weed is in California, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. I've closed the map now, but yeah, I mean, because Klamath Falls is pretty close to the border. I think the border goes along here somewhere, and then weed is down here. I didn't even look to see what this mountain is that's near Weed, but uh, none of this is either here nor there. And while we've got the route command on the screen, I think I'm going to go ahead where I can copy and paste. So we'll start out at Medford Rogue Valley. Um, and are we going to? I'm just going to start on the runway because I'm lazy today and it's just a sightseeing flight. We'll, we'll, for those whose immersion is suffering, we'll get back into the quasi-realistic flying soon in coming weeks. And then we're going to end up over here. SCO. Thank you, Scotty Tahati. My deepest appreciation for another month of not being able to troubleshoot the problem. As long as you're here every month to gift the bot that sub, it works for me. It's another thing I can now move off my to-do list. So, thanks. Am I sure? Wait, am I sure about what? Um, there are very few things I'm sure about. Um, all right, so before the route scrolls off the screen, I'm going to use it to copy paste. So there's three GPS waypoints in there, or lat long waypoints that you can use for your GPS. And if you, I'm gonna use those, but you, if you're flying along, you don't of course have to have any of this. You can just, are you sure it's subbed? I'm not. Gonna look. No, it's not. So that's interesting. Oh, it's because you put an exclamation point on it? Is that uh that's interesting. If I that's really weird. If I click on stream elements in the room list for who's here, it says previously subbed for 2 months. But if I click on the stream elements with an exclamation point in the chat, um, it says that they are subbed. And it's a different account created date, so it's two different um, lowercase l to a capital I. Isn't that's that's as trolls go, that's really awesome. And you helped me find the silver lining about not having to do anything about it for a month as well. So naughty soundtrack, thank you so much. I my hat is off. I think the word naughty is used far too infrequently these days, and it's I'm happy to see it uh, making a resurgence. So so I put this waypoint in specifically. Oh, so I was saying, if you want to just put in the departure and arrival and then just follow along with the group, by all means, that's perfectly fine. And then I even put in here more simply just Ashland, Mountain, and Lake. And by mountain, I meant up here, and by lake, I meant over here. So, you know, you can just click anywhere if you like. In fact, Riz. Hiya, Riz. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Um, I think I may not even bother with the, well, I put them in there, so I will bother with going ahead and pasting these specific points in. But you really can just click somewhere up there north of that lake, and then click yourself somewhere over on the north end of the, I mean, north of the mountain, and then over somewhere on the north end of the lake will be certainly close enough for our purposes. But again, as long as I've got them in there, I might as well use them. Let me copy the third one and clear that one out and paste that one in. And there we go. I'll add that. Is that really where I wanted it? Yeah. So then once we have the full route in, as you can clearly see, it is shaped exactly like a football. And so yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Oh, let me uh-oh. Hold on one sec here. Sorry about that. All righty. Yeah, just like a football, doesn't it? Yes, indeed. Exactly. So yeah, so that's the plan. And I think without any further ado, we haven't even been here a half hour yet. I think we might as well go ahead and click fly and get underway. I'm taking the Mooney so I can, if folks are in things that are a little slower, just remind me to, kind of pull the power back and slow down a little. Or if you're in something faster, I won't be able to keep up with you. So there's that. Um, Soundtrack, am I forgetting anything? Yes, I've completely forgotten to promo the giveaway. At the end of the stream, we're going to give away a free sub to the Peter Mooney channel. And we will do that with a drawing. To enter yourself in the drawing, just type !ticket and enter that into the chat. See how things are going over there. Well, only 2 people entered in the giveaway at this point. So at this point, you can get yourself a 1 in 3 shot at a at a at a free subscription. So let me see if my mouse will borderlessly move over to the to OBS. Oh, it will. You can unmute the sim so we can hear what's going on there. I'm pretty sure sound level's not too high. Yeah, no, that's not too bad if we go outside. Is that, can you still hear me over the plane when we go outside? If not, I can peel it back a little bit. So any feedback on that would be great. Cold Nebo, thanks for getting a ticket. And yeah, so before we get underway here, why don't we take a look here at the at this Medford airport. It's like I said, compared to the default Musfuss, it's really pretty nice. Got a bunch of GA hangars down this way. And some fuel here. Is that AV fuel? Yes, indeed. Lots of GA hangars here. Trying to remember what I think Klamath Falls is a little more heavy on the detail, but in Microsoft, in the default airport in the sim, all of this is just kind of like flat rectangles on the ground. So, oh yeah, is this, I think, Millionaire over here? Yeah, we have a nice Millionaire. I checked out going inside the buildings here, and none of them were really modeled particularly. Although, you can go inside the Millionaire hangar down here. Uh, is this a a Musfuss ramp worker or part of the scenery? That might actually be part of the scenery. No, it's a Microsoft guy. Oh yeah, he's always talking to somebody. Whoop. Somebody needs a shave. Oh, I don't know. At any rate, what did I? Oh, well, that wasn't what I meant to do. The tower, I think, is also not really what I remember on Monday going in here to look around. Whoopsie. The tower was also not. Come on, camera speed. Why aren't you adjusting? There we go. Yeah, the inside of the tower here was not modeled, but we have actual jetways, and down here on the commercial ramp. At any rate, for freeware, I wholeheartedly approve of what they've done. We got a fire department down here, and yeah, so there's Medford. Yeah. So, oh, Peter, hello and welcome. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Type exclamation point ticket to get yourself entered in the giveaway. And, yeah, so, I think if we go in here, we got, make sure I got views that are working. Oh, I got the, yeah, there we go. Right, so it looks like the route, downloaded over uh, from the world map. That's always nice. Go back out here. We'll get the yokes out of our way. Hello. There we go. Yeah. So that's good. Those are good. Parking brake. Yep. That's fine. How's our like fuel and everything looking? We've got. Oh, I forgot. I at some point in the not too distant past, I flipped that switch in the settings for or the options for unlimited fuel, and I never put it back. So I need to put that back just for whatever few shreds of attempted realism we can try. But so plenty of fuel, vacuum, and amps looking good there. Engines are fine. Yep, that's all looking good to go. So yeah, I guess we might as well. Or oh, I forgot to check and see if anybody is. Oh, we got at least one person flying along. Oh, we got at least two people. There's ascended gravity in an unmarked plane, and oh, I thought I saw somebody else on the ramp there, but oh, I did see somebody else. Oh, it's Karma 91. I feel like I should know who that is. Oh, in a Bonanza 36, that's got to be Bonanza 36 flyer. Am I right? Spundot. Hi, Spundot. Welcome on in. Are you flying along today? We can certainly hold up here for a minute or two if you want to get loaded in. Uh, we can look at these beautiful mountains surrounding Medford, Oregon here. Pretty much mountains everywhere you look. I approve. Um, oh, Bonanza 36. Was that happening last week as well? Where we could see you, but you couldn't see. So you're not seeing. Well, there's traffic settings. You can you want to look at how mine are set. They're general, and you go to traffic. Um, well, nameplates would need to be on. Oh, so aircraft traffic type, I've got that off. None of those should matter. Then down here, for generic AI and generic multiplayer, I have both of those off. Oh, show multiplayer in close proximity. You do need to have that on, so that if this is off, then when another aircraft comes within a certain distance of you, it'll disappear. So that could do it. And variety shouldn't matter because that's I think only AI traffic. But there's these are the only settings I know of that would make a difference there. So as the I'm going to take your to mean you've got what you need off this screen, and I'm going to go back. If I did that too soon, I'm sorry. So I'm not seeing a spun dot. Um, are you on your way, Spundot, or should we go ahead? Just let me know. Oh, and so I'm thinking. Oh, friend request. Okay. Well, yeah, we can. Yep, maybe over here and then there and then. Oh, there's two things up here. There was a. Okay, so we'll do that and then. Oh. Oh no. So there was a mandatory update when I launched the sim earlier today. But I didn't realize that I had to go to Content Manager to download it. So we will just leave that there for now. Oh, well, it's no longer showing as a new alert, but be that as it may. Oh, that's a good point, Vega. Better up. Do you think I need to update now, Vega? No. No. I don't wanna. On stream? No, not you. I better update. I gotcha. It for me. Well, I launched the sim and it said mandatory, which I didn't see any way around it, so I did it. But again, I didn't notice. I didn't know until now that um, that meant. Oh, and on the Northern Europe, yeah, we would not be seeing Bonanza 36 Flyer if they were on a different server, right? So the fact we're seeing them means they're on the right server. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Um, and the fact that we're no longer seeing them, I don't know, means, oh, that would be another thing. Oh, backed out and tried joining back in. Don't wait for me. Still need to get the update. Okay, Spundot will catch up. That's good. And yeah, that would be. Um, oh, joining on. Yes, load in where I am. Oh, it's updates to past world updates. That's good to know. I'm fine with that. Okay, so it's Karma. I see you again now. Are you seeing us now? I hope. I know nameplates won't appear if you're too close, or if you're in the drone cam and you're too close to the other plane. It's nameplate will still don't see us. Well, I'm at a loss for further ideas. Um, but that would good question, Ascended Gravity. And then I guess the other thing. So the when you said backed out and joining on the plane, the other thing would be though, uh, try changing to a different server, and then switch back to the North Europe server. That should like reload other players. And oh well, yeah. Oh, I forgot that multiplayer is in the data uh, options, not the traffic options. That would definitely that could definitely affect it. Good call, Vega Blue Sky. And then there was something else that I um, was thinking about, but now I'm not. Let's see. That would be great, Vega. Absolutely. Um, the other thing I was thinking about had something to do with. Oh yeah, no, it just went through my head that I almost never see Spundot except when I do. She'll be in the Cessna 172, which we all have by default, and so one would certainly think that we would, be able to see her, but uh, most of the time it's no. And then once in a while she's there. So that's if you see people joking about Spundot's Stealth 172, that's the reference they're making. So now I'm seeing. So now you're looking like Spundot to me in the Stealth Bonanza 36. This is how Spundot usually shows up, is just a name tag with no aircraft next to it. So I don't know what to think. Are you seeing us now? Everybody, yes. I want to be just like Spundot when I grow up. Absolutely true. It's I'm kind of feeling like we want to get underway here. At about 40 minutes in. So, what do you think? Boogie and Bolt. Try the model match. I have not tried the model match mod. Should I? I've heard people say lots of great things about it. Cold Nebo, you got a link handy, or is that not the case when you're at work? I'm assuming you're at work. But yeah, my first 2 years using the sim, I had nothing in my community folder that I didn't feel like I absolutely had to have there. And since I got the new computer, I've been, downloading a lot of scenery and other add-ons. I added Flow. There's something else that I added, but oh yeah, that FSLTL is that. But is that the Cold Nebo? Is that when you refer to even if you don't map replacement, it searches by aircraft type and by anything even. I see. And is FSLTL the mod you're talking about, Cold Nebo, or is there a different mod for model matching? Okay. Well, I'll jot it down. I'm reluctant. But, yeah, I mean, I add it and it starts causing problems. I can always take it out, right? Oh, and there's a link right there. I'm just gonna, model matching magic. It will work with FSLTL models. Okay. Well, so I'm gonna leave, I've clicked on that. I will just leave the tab open so I can come back to it after the stream. There's Spundot! Yay! And is that Spundot and it's Karma? Yes, so I can see both of you. It's our Bonanza 36. Are you able to see us now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Oh, that's not the one. Okay. Well, then I'll close that tab. Multiplayer model matching M3. Oh, cool. What was it? Well, we'll get started as soon as inquiring minds want to know. So then I'll get that other. So there's model matching magic. Okay, I got that tab open, so that should. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out to a no. Yes, there. Good. That should be fine. Whoa, what's all that flashing about? That was weird. Okay. Bonanza 36, I really do want to know what it was. Was it Vega's latest idea there about the multiplayer on under data? Okay, but it's, 44 minutes. That's close enough to my usual hour before getting underway. Should we just make sure our flight controls are free and correct? That's never a bad idea. Okie dokie. So, work a potato iPad and then your links. Okay, great. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Great. So that is the link Cold Nebo was looking at. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, I will definitely check that out before next Tuesday. And, yeah. Maybe a sausage. I had no links. Soundtrack, I'm afraid you're going to have to time yourself out for that one. On the world map before loading in. Have to set traffic. Oh, all players, not live. Okay, yes, all players, yes. I remember that I set that to all players the first time I flew along in a Sim Caesar Sunday fly along, and thank you soundtrack, and it has been. Commander Space Dog, welcome on in. Happy to see you. Feel free to jump in and fly along if you care to. We're about to depart from Medford, Oregon. I can almost call the iCal, but not quite. MFR, departing MFR, heading down to Ashland, and then up around Mount McLaughlin and Upper Klamath Lake, and then be landing at. Try not to be Speeder Mooney today. All right, fine, fine, fine. What are other? So what? We've got other people are in what now? I don't know what ascended gravity's in because it's not telling me for some reason. Oh, we got a 172. Okay, so I will try. I will try my best. Soundtrack, you might have to remind me to not be just herring off ahead of everybody and not. Oh, call Nebo. Harunk. Okay, let's just have a go at this, shall we? I think we shall. Oh, is our weather? Did I want to look at? I think these. I think the clouds may be just a little bit low for our purposes, because I think we do have a little bit of mountain to go over. I'm just going to pull the time back to a nice bright midday and move some of this stuff up. In particular, this layer I think wants to wait. No, I think this layer wants to be thinner and possibly. Oh, that's all. That's plenty high. Okay, so that's good. I mean, I love the having the look of some clouds in the sky, but if they're, oh, come on, cursor's giving me a little bit of trouble today. Yeah, there we. That should be a little bit better for sightseeing. All right. Uh, oh, speed. Wow, Spundot, I have not thought about Speed Racer in a very long time. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go. Um, wasn't his sidekick like a monkey? Am I remembering that right? Did he have a monkey? Okay. Before I think about that anymore, let's get underway. We're going to parking brake off. I don't think we need to clear right and left because we're already on the runway. So here we go. Wait, haven't used what yet? M3 model match. Oh, okay. Davy Jones, not the monkey. Oh, okay. I'm not looking at chat anymore. We're gonna take off and see if we can fly to Oregon. I was gonna look at which way to turn as we climb out, but I forgot. So we're just gonna roll here. There's airspeed alive, 60 knots. And 80 knots ought to be plenty. We'll just rotate a little bit. And up she goes. Yes, indeed. Woohoo! Alrighty. There's probably still plenty of usable runway here. Oh, yeah. Very nice. And this still hard to get used to flying from this position, but I think we can get the gear up. Probably even bring the flaps up a little bit. There we go. That's the flaps. And are we heading generally in the direction we know? We need to. I knew there was something of a climbing turn. I just forgot which way. Space Dog, I know. Yeah, if you switch to, I think if you switch to, I forget about exterior view. I think you see the people in there if you, one of these is, yeah, I guess you see them in exterior view. but the options for that exterior view are just so limited. I mean, once you're out here, you can either go, well, you can do the down one, or the right one, or the left one, or the front. And those are your only choices, none of which I really care for. So I set up, well, yeah. So yeah, Commander Space Dog. I am nearing my explanation, and I've turned way too far right. I should probably just go ahead and put the autopilot on so that I can talk and not have to pay attention to what the plane is doing. Forget what our minimum safe altitude is on this leg. Oh, you know what? I think we're plenty high because I think we're actually flying straight down a valley from Medford to Ashland. So Space Dog, sorry about the digression there, but yes, when I go to this view, there aren't any pilots because since I really hate. Let's see, are we close enough to the magenta? Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Let's try. Oh, yeah. Let's try autopilot on and nav mode and alpha. Let's see if those things happen. It looks like we're still headed toward the line, so yeah, that ought to be good. So now that I can take my hands off the wheel, so we can go. Wait, that's not what I wanted. So it's right. So this is the view where nobody's flying the plane. So what I did is because of the limits of exterior camera and because of the limits, or not the limits so much, but the intensity of well, so in the drone camera there are no presets. There are no presets in the drone camera other than so. You know, I mean, I love the freedom when I use it for, you know, I tend to use it a lot when I'm flying, but I wanted to have preset views for, you know, front and rear, and then also I do like one that gives you like a little more perspective. That's weird. It's usually off to the right side, but at any rate, so hey. Giacomo Finane. Planet Neutral's here, everybody. Welcome on in. Good to see you, sir. So, Commander Space Dog, if you're still here, if you have survived my rambling, ooh, you know what? How close are we to Ashland? Oh, we're only 3 miles away. I'll try and get this out quickly, because I'm going to take the autopilot off and see if I can't head us toward. Come on. Why is Alp not going off? Come on. Oh boy. So what I did was I set those views with using. Ooh, we're descending really fast. Oh, and I forgot to reduce power, so I've been going really fast and leaving everybody behind. This is awful. So Commander Space Dog, those are actually it's actually the cockpit camera. That's my secret. I gotta see if I can't find. There's a particular hillside that I am looking for here in Ashland. So this is Ashland, Oregon. The airport is off there to the left a little bit, which means I think we're closer than I thought we were. There's a particular building that I am looking for here in Ashland, and it's not well modeled in the sim, but it's right at the base of a hill that I think I'll be able to spot here on my right. Maybe, maybe not. a little more power so we're not descending too rapidly. Is that my hill? I don't think that's my hill. But I think it's smaller than this other hill. I may have to turn around and take another pass over Ashland here. So, Commander Space Dog, exactly. Ding, 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 ding. You hit the nail on the head. Was talking with a friend earlier in the week, and the topic of the Oregon Shakespeare Festival came up. Yep, we've missed it. I'm gonna turn around and head back down to the main part of town here. Yeah, the topic of the Oregon Shakespeare Festival came up in conversation, oddly enough. And I decided I would go and see if it's modeled in the sim. And of course it isn't really modeled, but the building's shape is distinct enough that you can spot it. And it's right at the foot of a hill that's over on this side of the town. But let's see, is that my hill coming up on the left? It is that makes it like the hill. Let's see. Where it is in relation to that sports field, whatever sports field that was. Ooh, that looks a lot like that. Anybody who's right behind me, I'm about to pause. There it is, right there. Aha. So let's go back in here and go out to the drone cam. Oh, again, so it's all right. So that's it right there. You can kind of see that sort of roundish shape of it. I think is actually like I think it's an outdoor stage. I've never been, but I think that this is kind of like covering over the seating area, and then I assume there's a more or less open. Yeah, a replica of the globe. So it's like semi-enclosed, but with an open roof over the like orchestra section of the audience. So, so that's again not modeled like a POI. Nothing really to see here. I just thought it would be cool to check out. And look, there's the shadow of the Mooney. That's probably as close as I will ever get to having my Mooney at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. But again, like I said, I thought it would be fun to come check the place out after discussing it or mentioning it with a dear friend. So, yes, welcome to the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. I love the way the engine noises change as you go on. I wonder if this end of the building over here, I wonder if this is all just like steam shop and part of the physical plant, or I wonder if they have like a small, like a smaller indoor theater. It does look like a football, doesn't it, soundtrack? I looked online at their season schedule, and they do a lot more than just Shakespeare. They have all kinds of, they've got performances, many nights of the week. It's not just like Shakespeare on the weekend for crowds. So I wonder if they don't have like a second smaller theater inside there. At any rate, in the Moonies to suffer the sling. It's the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, if I'm not mistaken. But or as they used to say on Monty Python, if I'm very much mistaken, here comes the eclipse. Yeah. So, I think we'll go through having taken in our Shakespeare festival. Let's unpause and get back underway. So, yeah, just like essentially hang a UE here. I think we'll go to the right since there's a lot of hills to the left, but let's, there's our unpause. Woohoo! Maybe climb a little just for safety's sake. And bid our adieu to Ashland, Oregon. And head on down to, oh wait, why did the magenta line is heading south from here? And in fact, I believe our next waypoint is kind of northeast, so I'll check that in a second, see what's up with that. Yeah, how very strange. This definitely shows us going southeast-ish. I'm gonna try it's back in nav mode, and we'll see if maybe vertical speed works. It should. Is this gonna kill us? Was I not close enough to the magenta? No, I wasn't, so it's not catching the route. Oh, or, aha, I think it is catching the route because it's turning us northeast. I think this is, yep, that's not magenta. There's our magenta line, and it's picking us up. It's taking us northeast, and I think I'm going to increase this climb rate because I'm going way faster than I need to, and we're going to need some altitude to clear this hill, I would say, wouldn't you? There's another thing I like about my custom rear view is I can, oh yeah, we are going to clear this without a problem. Lovely. Good to know. But let's not climb that fast because now we're about to stall. Ha And we're coming up on 5,000. Yeah, I think 5,000's plenty high to get us over what we're over 5,000. Okay. Oh, let's see. Shatner cover. I'll catch up on chat as soon as I'm. Yeah, that looks fine to me. So what do we have here? Wherefore art thou Romeo? Means, why are you Romeo? What? Wherefore? Oh. Yes, it's not where are you? Not the question at all. Wherefore is why, isn't it? I see. I noticed that Mount McLaughlin was well off to our right there, and was wondering why we weren't heading toward it, and it's because the autopilot was heading us toward the magenta line. Hello, are we going to clear this? Oh, it's taking me out of vertical speed mode, that's why. Okay. I think we're still going to clear this. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're fine. Woo-wee. That was, really was not entirely sure. Are we, 6,500? That oughta. That's gotta be plenty. Because we're not going to go up to, I think Mount McLaughlin goes up to about 9,000, if I recall, and we definitely don't need to go that high, because we're just going to kind of hook around it rather than go over the top of it. But you know, Space Dog. Now that you mention that, I think probably in some English class, some ridiculously large number of decades ago. I think I remember that that very thing about right, if he weren't Romeo, everything would be fine. Yeah. So, Space Dog. No, now I can't even remember the line about it is the East and Space Dog is our son, or something like that. Did you get a ticket for the giveaway? I have missed out on so much. Oh, so Space Dog actually knew there is an indoor theater as well. Oh, that is good to know. My guess was certainly that was going to be the case. Oh, and soundtrack. I'm glad you shared that. I didn't want to share that. I didn't want to dox your sister-in-law to be, but I'm glad you. So I'm glad you mentioned that. And yeah, I missed all kinds of stuff back here. So I think I can pretty much ignore anything called Meebo, is it? Did I say that out loud? And let's see. And then when he said, "Oh, okay, sorry. Let's wait. I gotta come in here and we will get this slowed down. Let's see. Sorry. Head on down to like. Oh, wrong one. There we go. See if we can't bleed off some of this speed. Try around 18 and 18, and clean this to. Oh, there's peak. So a little bit richer peak. That ought to be good. Under 10 gallon fuel flow at 18 and 18. That's pretty cool. And that's just not bleeding off much speed, is it? Interestingly enough, are we holding altitude? Is that making our no particular nose up attitude? Nope. This thing just slips through the air, doesn't it? So yeah, still at 150 knots. I'll throw the speed brake in. See if that won't slow us down a bit. There we go. I love how effective the speed brake is in this thing. So then, if we get it down to around 100-ish in there, and from there we can kill the thing, take it back out. Do we speed back up or do we stay relatively slow? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, so that's where Bill Shatner covers came up. Okay. I don't think I need to fill myself in on that. Although, as I mentioned from time to time, I am a proud graduate of the William Shatner Academy of Shameless Self-Promotion. Speaking of promotion, get yourself a ticket for the giveaway if you haven't already. So let's see. Here's some other stuff that looks. Okay, Space Dog got a ticket. That's good. Spun Dog got a ticket. Yay. The Nancy Sinatra cover of Up, Up, and Away. Wow. Fascinating. Oh, okay. Then there's our line. Well, I am not putting in flaps. I'm just not. I'll drop the gear if I have to, but what are we at now with we gotta come back over here to. Yeah, well, geez, that's only 140. I tell you what, let's try a little speed brake. Let's see what we get. So where they just come up, I think that's about 50% on the speed brakes. Are we gonna, did I set my waypoint at a point where we're gonna clear this, or do we need to climb? I don't know. This could be exciting. Are we? I think we might be. This is not really looking like we're high enough, is it? Maybe just. I suppose it depends on when the autopilot decides to turn us. We'll live dangerously and see what happens. We're gonna live dangerously, or are we gonna climb a little more? Or maybe we're gonna hand fly around the mountain here. Maybe we should hand fly around this mountain. I don't know. But it's probably time to decide. Yep. Let's take the speed brake out. And I don't think we need to full power again, but let's take the, let's see if we can kill just nav mode. No, I don't think so. Kill the whole thing. Alrighty. That just looks a little close. Kathy's Clown. Hey, thanks, bye. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying your day. We're in Oregon, South Central Oregon. We left out of Medford and went to visit Ashland. And now we're on our way to do some sightseeing. This is Mount McLaughlin. I can't really see it too well there. That's Mount McLaughlin to our left there. Maybe if we come in here a bit. Oops. Oh, heavens. There's someone quite nearby. Whoops, and I need to not be... Whoa! Okay. Well, okay, that's by sorry, I can't... Oh, come on. Let's, you know, that turn in the turn in the autopilot would have been just fine if we had stuck with it. So I'm going to turn it back over to the technology and let it do its thing. Yeah, it's even taking us further away from the mountain because it looks like maybe somebody is flying in formation or near to it. Yeah, well, somebody was. There's a center of gravity, and there's Bonanza 36 flyer. Vega is out ahead there. Spundot, did I leave you way behind? I'm sorry if I did. I'm not even seeing you on the... But it's okay, thanks, bye. There's Mount McLaughlin. Now we're supposed to be turning right and heading down the lake there. Something's going on here. What's going on? No. That's really odd that I think we need to climb. Let's just go back to full power here and see if we can't get ourselves up above whatever's... Oh, that was not our lake. Wait, was that not Mount McLaughlin? I don't think this is Mount McLaughlin up ahead here. No. What's going on with our autopilot here? Oh. Well, it's weird. No, we're still on our way to a custom waypoint, so I guess that... Oh. Now I'm very confused. Confused and heading straight for a mountain. But clearly this is the much larger Upper Klamath Lake coming up on our right here. Oh my gosh! Hey, Simulate Infinity! Welcome on in. Good to see you. And yeah, welcome. I know it says first time chat, but I'm not going to say anything about that. If you aren't, it's up to you. But good to see you here. Welcome on in. Are we gonna clear this thing? Yeah, I guess we are. I'm still just confused about having more custom waypoints on the flight plan than I thought I did. And again, this is taking us right over whatever this is, which I think can't be Mount McLaughlin, because by golly, that's Mount McLaughlin. I don't know. I do not know. So I see Vega, and there's Spundot. Oh, I'm glad I did not go so fast that I left you behind. This is pretty, still got bits of snow up on top of whatever this non-McLaughlin hill is. Yeah, and here is Upper Klamath Lake. So I'm assuming it's going to turn us right. Yeah, we're going to get a right turn here anytime now. Is it going to be close? No, I don't think it was close at all. Massive power with the right. Yes, and with that massive power, now we are once again going wicked fast. So let's go back to 50% speed brake, just so others can keep up, and then we'll also go back to pulling these guys both down a little bit. There comes our turn. There we go. That'll be good. We're still probably lean. Oh no, we can. We're a little higher now, so we can lean a little more. There we go. Fuel flow's a little higher now. Not sure why. And yeah, so here is the lovely Upper Klamath Lake. Oh, there we go with no, that's not right. Quite as dramatic as I hoped. I keep forgetting how to do this. There we go. That's fairly cool. Let me, before I get to, oh my goodness, my voice just went. Okay, 24 miles to our arrival. It's Klamath Falls is way on down there. We got a little bit more time that we can, Spundot, yeah, isn't it gorgeous? This is just beautiful scenery. I would love to see this part of the country sometime. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, we did it. Some of these are coming, I'm sure. Oh, well. Good. Man's 36 over yonder. Spundot, okay, there's Spundot, and somebody who's not, wait, Texan Warrior, no, definitely not with us. Vega, are you on? Did you already? Oh wait, is that Vega over yonder? No, that's Bonanza 36. Vega, where did you go? Did you just head on down to our airport? Hey, look, that is looking like an airport. Better go back in here and see what's going on. Okay, still 18 miles to run. I don't remember what the elevation is at Klamath Falls. I'm gonna find it the easy way. What do we have? Oh, 4,000 and a bit, 4,100. So I'm pretty sure we could get ourselves on down to 3,100. Let's do that. I've been finding in the Mooney here that if I use the autopilot controls that are on the Honeycomb Brava exclusively and never touch anything in the virtual cockpit, that seems to avoid the scenarios in which it very nearly kills me. Unfortunately, there's not a means on the Honeycomb alone to do an altitude pre-select, which I would really like to be able to do, but if I put it in vertical speed mode and twist my little knob, have at it, soundtrack, then it seems to do what I want it to, and so again, alt cell would be really nice. I'd be happy to have it, but since using it does, I think it's all or nothing. If I never touch any of the autopilot controls on the Honeycomb and exclusively use, the virtual cockpit stuff in here, that seems to only occasionally try to kill me. And if I could figure out what I'm doing that makes it do that, I might forego the Bravo and just, even though it's clunky and inconvenient, just use the controls in here. But since it's still, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. No, the Honeycomb is not trying to kill me at all. Like I said, if I exclusively use the autopilot controls on the Honeycomb, everything's fine. It's only, but if I turn it on the Honeycomb and put it on like nav mode and alt hold, and then I come in here and like try and do an altitude pre-select or change it to heading mode, that's when things go completely wrong. Or vice versa. If I start out using the controls in the virtual cockpit here and then hit something on the Honeycomb. Yes, Space Dog, thank you. I appreciate it. Is that sounds like it might be from Alice in Wonderland or Alice Through the Looking Glass, but not really, with Sarah as opposed to Alice. I don't know. So at any, suffice it to say, Gold Nebo, I don't get it. I'm sorry. It's probably something you youngsters know about that's eluding me. While I was in here looking, I could have looked at the runway orientation, couldn't I? But I didn't. Oh, so we got choices. Which zoom in enough? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that I think we want. That's got to be about 1.4, yes. Yeah, let's plan on 1.4. Oh, 10,000 feet. Lovely. Okay, so we're almost straight into 1.4. Yep. So that's the plan. It's pretty much just a start. It's leveled us off for some reason. Let's get back in here and back in vertical speed. Okay, yeah, we got a pretty long drop to go here. If I switch this over to heading, is it gonna kill me? Whoopsie. Need to go that far left. I meant to put this on 1-4 so I could see what the orientation was. There we go. And we are heading on down. That's a good thing. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, we'll have to see. This is looking like about as low as I'm comfortable going. Was it was 4,100. So yeah, this is plenty low. We could even climb back up a little. There we go. And are we? Oh, we have already. Okay, so autopilot away. Already overshot the runway. Let's see what we can do about that. Take the speed brakes out and drop the gear. And yeah, we major overshoot there. Ew. Ah. Dokie. So, yep, let's drop in some flaps. Alright, looks pretty well lined up. We got 10,000 feet, so I'm not worried about landing long. We're still really fast, though. It's got a second notch in. Maybe trim up a little bit. Oh, hello. No? Why are we not descending? Oh. What did I miss over there in the chat? Oh, I'm gonna have to catch up on that soon. Okay, well, we're quite high. Oh, we're down to 80 knots, though, so that's good. Yeah. I don't want to jinx things by saying that this looks relatively stable, but it does seem to look relatively stable. It's not that big, whatever that big bar is across the runway past the touchdown marker was making me think a bit ago that we have a displaced threshold, but we don't. I want to be below 80 knots. Let's get that last notch of flaps in. Runway's made, so the power can come out. And we'll just glide it on down. Let's see what we get. Let's not slam it. Oh, but let's not float too terribly much. I can live with that. Oh no, which way do I turn? Oh, which way do I turn? Which way do I turn? Oh no. Is that the buildings over there on the left? No, I think they're over on the right. I just don't remember now. And there's my old right hand view. Okay, yeah, that's the, is this a, here's a taxiway. Let's see if we can get ourselves off this runway. All right, there we are. We're clear. Should be able to just head on over here to the ramp. Peter. Yeah, fly, Peter. Uh, um, I never did understand that whole overhead brake thing. I mean, I know it's a like an Air Force kind of maneuver thing, where but don't you kind of like overfly and then make like a really sharp turn and land the other way, something like that. I don't know. Uh, oh yeah, so now that we're here and approaching the terminal, I do remember being a little surprised when I loaded. We don't pee. Um, I remember being mildly surprised at seeing military aircraft here, um, just because I didn't know Klamath Falls. I mean, I guess it must be some kind of mixed-use facility because there's definitely a commercial uh, terminal. Is there a commercial terminal or just? I mean, it's not an Air Force base. Uh, so yeah, I meant to look that up, but didn't. Oh, Twitch is telling me there's an ad break going on. If that's if well, I can't say. I was about to say. So if that's you watching an ad now, I'm very sorry. But then I realized they wouldn't be hearing me say that. So why are we going so fast? I don't know. Yeah. So this all definitely looks very GA. Are we? Oh, I'm in the middle of a taxiway, but it looks like Spundot's coming in. I'm just going to stop to see if we can go out and watch. Ooh, look. Oh, come on. Looking nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, tiny. I'm not even calling that a bounce. That was, that was just a, that was a peck on a, that was a peck on the cheek prior to the main kiss. Oh, there's a big, look at that honker over there. Wow. Um, is anybody else on their way in? Oh, here comes Ascended Gravity. Let's see if we can get a little closer over to the runway here. Hey, the Dream is Real 3. Welcome on in. Happy to have you here. And I don't have an info command. There's a exclamation point route, ROUTE, if you want to find out our route, or for the plane I'm in, you can do exclamation point plane, PLANE, plane. I think I have a note on my wouldn't it be nice list to come up with an info command, but as of yet, have not managed to do that. Oh, okay, so here comes Ascended Gravity. Looking good. Nice stable approach. Very slow descent rate, and lovely. Very, very nice. Well done, sir. Um, M MVFR is MVFR in fact an ICAO code? What are you flying, Ascended Gravity? I assume it's not the Mooney that my model matching has selected. Was that me over there on the ramp? Yes, and I see Spundot. Vega, Bonanza, are you guys down? Or, oh, MVFR, sorry, I get it. Let's see. We got Spundot. Let's see, I could go in here and clean up some flaps. That was, that's the first approach in the Mooney in a long time that I didn't need to use the speed brakes. Vega's not down yet. All right, that's good. We'll hang out here so we can get oh, coming from the other way, Arya. $800 up. Why does it keep heading that way? Okay, there we go. It's probably only because are you coming in on um oh, that's funny. Oh, I saw the headline about that about the landing gear. Um, that landing gear well, not collapse, but you know. So Vega, how far out are you? You're not close enough to appear yet. Well, we'll hang on tight here. I'm glad you're far enough out that you're not about to come through these power lines like it looks like from down here. But that's good. Oh, you are in the Mooney. That's interesting. So, like, if you fly the Mooney on some Caesar's Sunday stream, it doesn't show up for him either, or any other stream for that matter. You landed and you can't see anybody anymore, and it seems like I'm not seeing you. Are you kind of over here in the? Oh wait, no, there you are. So that's really weird that you could see us and now you can't. Um, oh, did anybody else? Does anybody else have the scenery for here? Because I was wondering about that in terms of elevation. Sometimes you get people uh, floating 3 feet off the tarmac, and everybody seems to be on the ground here. So that's good. Uh, but it does make me wonder: does anybody else who's flying alone have the scenery? Maybe we better get back over here to the runway to see what's up with Vega. How far out are you, Vega? Oh, there you go. If I get close enough, are you going to appear? I see your shadow. Oh, now I see your airplane. That's good. Pretty close to those power lines, huh? Oopsie. Very nice. Very, very nice. Thanks for indulging me there while I learn how to fly the drone cam. Ah, there's another plug for the model matching, and then oh wow. Very cool photo, Cold Nebo. We'll definitely try that out. So I completely ignored chat while I was trying to see if I couldn't fly the drone along with Vega there. So I appreciate your indulgence because I learned a couple things in the process. And did I miss anything crucial? Let's see. Okay, no, it looks like I didn't miss. Oh, okay. So default for Vega, and yeah. Okay. So Ascended, you have it, and Vega does not have it. So. I guess it's just probably. I guess the case is. Oh my gosh, Riz! Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. So here we got. Uh-oh. Now I'm not seeing. Okay, so there's Vega, but now I'm not seeing Bonanza 36. Oh wait, is that? Oh no, wait. Wait. Oh. Wait, the dream is real. Welcome. Hi. Was I following Vega down or the dream is real? Now I don't know because you're both in the diamond. um, but happy to have you along. The dream is real. I didn't realize you were flying along with us, but welcome. Um, we'll see if I can get. If you want to sidle over to the group for a little family album snapshot, I'll do that in just a sec here, and then maybe we'll take a look at the landing replay to see if it was worse than I thought it was. It may have been. And Bonanza 36, did we lose you? Did you load out? I'm not seeing you anymore. Maybe they went to see if they could reconnect. And oh, Bonanza 36. We are we're right by where you were parked a short time ago. So we're like at the over at the terminal. Would you call this the terminal, I guess? Uh, there's a bunch of military planes, and then there's like a GA area. Did I... Vega, you and Spundot are kind of overlapping a little bit there. So yeah, we're over in that little GA area that's just next to the big open hangars. And I'm not seeing your tag anywhere in the area. So for some reason you have now disappeared for me. I am so sorry. Uh oh, you don't see Spundot. That's interesting. Oh, Microsoft Flight Simulator. What are we gonna do with you? There are more interesting mountains this way. That looks pretty good, actually. Whoop. Uh, there we go. That's going to have to do for the family album for today. Let's see. Yes. All right. I'm gonna refresh my chat view because You're parked in the same spot, but you don't see any of us, and now I don't see you. Spundot Vega Ascended, do you see Bonanza 36 flyer? Because I don't. Oh, wait, the dream, wait, so the dream is real. Oh, I am so sorry. Again, yes, my bad. Yeah, you don't have to move. We can, it's the same shot from right here. Oh, now I caught a screenshot of my desktop. There we go. There's a screenshot of the sim. Excellent. So, you don't see Vega Blue Sky. It's parked. Does parked off to the side mean that you see Bonanza 36 flyer parked off to the? Well, so Bonanza 36 flyer. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I put a link in my Discord to a freeware custom scenery for this airport. So Vega Blue. So Mr. Bonanza, Vega Blue Sky is seeing you, but but I'm not. But yes, so it is a custom scenery, which is why it looks very different, and you don't have the custom scenery. So when you asked where are we parked, I said over by the military planes and the 4 big hangars, which you're not seeing because they're not in the default scenery. I am so sorry. This simulator gets very confusing sometimes. Very, very confusing. What do I get if I come over here and then, whoops. No, that won't do, nor will that. Come over here. That's kind of an interesting angle as well. There we go. Okay, let's do a wing view replay, and then it's really pretty early. I think we might do a short second flight. What do you think? I've got a little spot in mind on the other side of the globe if folks are up for a second. So it's a really quick route. So let me move this back in here. And then I'm going to go and see if the recorder has done its thing. We'll just do that. And then I think from there, if I do this, yes. So then if we pause it, and whoopsie, hello. There we go. I don't know why the stall horn would be going off when we're not anywhere near stalling, but that's used to say. Oh, let's go out here, and then here, and over here, kind of around in there, maybe. And down a little, maybe down just a little. Okay. So then I think, oh wait, no, then I think I gotta go back over here and do that and that, and then I should be able to come back over here and do this. It looks like that's gonna work. Maybe. We'll see. Could be. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. Let's just see what we get. Floaty McFloat boat. So other than flaring too early and then floating, that wasn't so terribly bad. Oops. Pause. Go over to the other side there. Oh, I forgot that it was in... Wait. Oh, okay. So we go back over here. And then go over here. Really? Okay. Some Some of the mysteries of the camera system in this sim are still... Oh, come on. Let's see what I did. Okay, here, and then here and here, and then back over here. Okay. So then if I do this off, go this way. No. Oh, I see what's happening. I think. Let's see. I go over here, and then do that, and then do that. Maybe. We'll see. That may or may not. Oh my gosh! Jeffrey B., thank you so very much for a 7-month resubscription. That is absolutely delightful. I thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm gonna try if this do this a little slower and just see what happens. That ought to. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, my apologies to whoever I'm about to run into there. Nietzsche's flying? Is that what that said? So there's our float. And again, not a terribly bad touchdown. Try that a little bit slower. So when did I get scared and pull up? Okay, yeah, so there's me flaring at about 20 feet, which was way too soon. So then we got a nice long float. But not too bad on the, I mean, on the firm side, but not terribly. Alrighty. Well then, let's do the wing view replay, and then, like I said, I think we will. I think we'll do a second short flight unless folks object to that. So let me get this back to. Let's go pause it. And there's that. So, oh, okay. Well, then I think we can just go back. Go pretty much all the way back to here. And then let's see. So get ourselves inside here where it's not quite so loud. Did I know I took the speed brakes out before we landed. I don't know. We should see. Let's see. Where do we need to go? Is it gonna be left or right? What do we think? Oh no, I hope I didn't. Stay. Now left. Our turn is going to be to the right to line up with. We'll do it out. We'll do this side, and then, if need be, I can change it once the thing is going. So then let's see. That means I got to go over. Whoops, over here to get rid of me. And did that? Yep, that seems to have done that. And I don't think we want our engine noise with the replay here. So, have I missed a bunch in chat while I was getting that set up? Probably. Jeffrey B again, thanks again for the resub and welcome on in. Chiropractic services, excuse me? That was not that firm. Oh, well, so it was called Nebo. That was switching to the exterior view, I think. We were at full power, and so yeah, good. So that's the music. The music today is in honor of our having visited the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. So I think with that and with no further ado, I think we can go ahead and hang on. Did I? No, I left the player on half speed. That won't do. Good. So, right. So then let me, I think I just need to go over here and start that, and then we can start everything else. So, without further ado, the Wingview replay into Klamath Falls, Oregon. Encore! Encore! Alrighty then. Wasn't that lovely? Thank you, Bobby and Cece. Those are actually this was Keenan Wynn and oh, I forget who the other guy is. This was actually the movie soundtrack recording rather than the Broadway soundtrack, but only because the one from the Broadway soundtrack was like 6 minutes long, which is just way too long for a Wingview replay. It's Keenan Wynn and uh, no, that was definitely not Robert Preston. I can look it up if I can figure out how to get the mouse all the way over to the fourth monitor here. 2, 3. I think I got to go out down here. Yes, there it is. And oh no, I can almost see it. No, not quite. Maybe if I expand that. Uh, no. Uh, no, Harry Clark track down. Why am I not able to? Oh, wait, is there supposed to be a Oh yeah, there's a show me more button. Now playing view. No, that was the now play. Oh, there we go. James Whitmore. Anybody remember James Whitmore? Guy who used to do like solo, like one man shows of uh, Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain. Guy who used to play Mark Twain all the time. And I think he was married to Dixie Carter, if I recall, as well. Um, yeah, I'm glad you're teasing because we don't have time. We don't have another 3 minutes for your walk on. I'm sorry. I tease. I kid because I love. Um, so uh, it's so the flyer. Hey, Kithrick. Hey, welcome on in. Happy to see you. Um, um, what do you think, gang? Another a short route in Sri Lanka, or wrap it up here? I can go either way. I got about 2 hours uh, before GA Thursday on the Sim Caesar stream starts. Who's that over yonder? Oh, the dream is real. Very good. Hi, welcome again. Well, welcome back. I must be heading over to where we all parked before. Okay, yeah, there's where everybody else parked before. So, right. So that's the end of the replay anyway. Flight level Riz is saying one more. All right. Well, seeing no votes in the chat for let's wrap it up, then let's go ahead. Let me get out of. So I'm going to go ahead on out of here and. Soundtrack. I pulled up the route command to edit it myself, but you can edit those commands. Am I right? I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. You know what? I'm going to refresh my stream view in the meantime, just because there seems to be a lot of lag. Um, I think the easiest way is just going to be to do this visually since I didn't write it. Did I save? No, I didn't save it anywhere. So we're going to Sri Lanka, which is over here. Put a little light on the subject, I think. Yeah, there we go. This is the island of Sri Lanka. And I was there. So I'm a, I'm a guilty confession. I'm a jigsaw puzzle enthusiast. And I recently, wait, am I in the, oh, I'm in the wrong place. This is Africa. This is India. And this is Sri Lanka. Oops. Sorry for anybody I just offended in chat. Yep, Madagascar. My bad. Thank you, Just Scoop. um, what's standard aircraft? Uh, um, in terms of like cruise speed, and standard aircraft, I'm gonna have to going to India. Oh, and if you got like IRL going to India, that sounds amazing. Um, Just Scoop, welcome on in. Good to see you. Hi, I'm doing well. And uh oh, Vega Blue Sky. Oh, okay. All right. Ooh, soundtrack. That's now three of those, and I don't know if the two from before. Somebody needs to chase after me brandishing a freshly baked baguette to make sure I take care of those um, sound sound. Oh, cool! That sounds really awesome. But then my neighbor's across the street. He does 2 weeks of work every year in Australia, and so he goes over first and does his 2 weeks of work, and then she joins him, and they do 2 weeks of vacation over there. That's coming up, not too long, and which means I'll be cat sitting for a couple of weeks. So uh, if you have found Sri Lanka on your map, India up here, Sri Lanka just below. If you zoom in far enough, you will note that there are 2-point POIs. Oh, so I started to explain. I got a set of jigsaw puzzles that was like 15 different sites to see in Sri Lanka, and I went, and none of them were um, modeled in the sim. So I was going to go from Colombo down here up to Bada, something I can't pronounce, Bada Kaloa, up here. And then there's like a really beautiful arched bridge that's up here on the side of a really high mountain. Absolutely gorgeous scenery, and, kind of pretty hills in the sim, but nothing to see. But these two POIs are pretty interesting, and they're only about 30 miles apart, which should make for a nice short flight. So that's the plan. If you zoom in on this, the more northerly two, it's a stupa. It's the Runwan Welsaya stupa, I think, something like that. So we'll just load in here. It's Victor Charlie Charlie Alpha VCCA. We'll depart from there. And then if you zoom out far enough to see this other POI down here, uh, this, it's Sigiriya, I'm guessing, is the way the thing is pronounced. And it's fascinating. I have no idea what it is, and I only went to find this thing a short time before the stream, so I didn't have time to look it up. But this is Victor Charlie Charlie Sierra. So VCCA to VCCS is the route, and as you can see, there 33 nautical miles. It's not going to probably matter which plane you fly, because the flight is very, very short. But that will take us a little closer to the Sim Caesar hour. So yeah, so very good. Thank you so much, Soundtrack. And oh, I should probably change. Can you edit the stream title or not? If not, I should probably make it so that you can, because that would be useful, wouldn't it? So let's just see. I'll just make it POIs cap. Why is caps lock on? Oh, because I was going to type the route. POIs in Sri Lanka. Can I spell that? It looks close enough anyway. So there's a new stream title. And yep, it looks like that updated. So I think, okay, soundtrack. So maybe we need a note about that. I think I just have to upgrade your. There's some setting, I'm pretty sure, where I can upgrade you so you can do that. Um, so let's see. What is this? I guess, yeah. Let's load in and get underway before too terribly much longer there. Huh. Oh, it didn't. There we go. Alrighty then. Uh, so bear with me one moment while that's loading in. Gonna see if I can get over here and do this. Oh, and there, and then, huh. Let's see. Come back over here. Then I can. Oh, look. this this doesn't. Oh, it's just going to take a while to load in. I was about to say that looked very unlike the runway that was at this airport when I loaded in earlier. But that's so again. Just bear with me a moment while I get one more thing worked out here. That and this, and then okay. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right with you. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. Almost got this going here. Boom, boom. Almost. There it is. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna need to go. Oh, everything just always has to be so difficult, doesn't it? Right when I think something might be simple, the answer's no. Okay, one more. Uh, okay, so there's that. I can do this, and then I can come back over to. Oh, your patience truly is appreciated. I've got some tweaking. It appears I have some tweaking to do to the whole mouse without borders thing here because it's okay. There we go. Now I can do this, and then I can do that, and is that okay then? Yes. So then, yes, that's doing that. And wait, this is what? Yes. Well, that's just the way that's gonna be then. Okay. All righty. Okay. Yes, then back. Oh, oh, then back just to here. So then from there we can go to here. Should bring me back. Yes, it looks like I'm back. We can bring the airplane engines back. Okie dokie. We had some been we almost never do a second flight here on the Peter Mooney channel, and apparently I have a lot to learn about how to make that so it happens without a lot of hey, Mariner Hallie is here. Um, I think we must have missed. Let me see what else I missed. Did I miss anybody else saying hi? Flight level Riz, Madagascar. Um, the dream is real. I don't think I really gave you a good answer for what is a good similar plane, but as again, as I said, for this flight, it's so short. I think that it's not going to matter. So, Mariner Hallie, welcome on in, and yeah. So yes, in indeed, soundtrack, you are correct, and we're almost a step ahead of me, but I was already thinking about that. Grimsby Town rules. Okay, alrighty then. Blow portal tool to teleport over. Uh, that okay. I guess I need to learn about that. Um, maybe you could give me a suggestion or two. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so that's that. This is anybody else? Whoa. Okay. Well, I that's really interesting. So, oh, so this has just something to do with the that scenery loading in taking a long time while we were here because this is somehow where the drone camera got. I mean, this is like, I mean, I thought at first that it was just like it hadn't been reset, but um, wait a minute. Are we? Did this not? I'm at. Why am I at Klamath Falls? Um, I don't know what just happened. Um, do you? Does anybody? That's so now the camera being upset makes sense. But I did do this, didn't I? Go out here to the main menu and is oh is it still no the no that was not still playing. But I mean I did do this right. I selected an arrival and a departure. Wait a minute. That's not what we want. Here, let's have a little light on the subject, at least. Is that, yeah, so that was our departure, yes. VCCA, and then down here, we're going to land here, VCCS. I did do this, right? And clicked the fly button. I'm almost certain I did that. Well, no, that's so, you know, I get maybe it was still playing at the time. Like at the time I hit the fly button. You're probably actually, now that I think about it, that makes perfect sense. And then it ran out of footage to replay and stopped before your suggestion, and I went and looked and found out that it wasn't on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. My entire life, up to somewhere in my late 50s, sneezes always came in threes. Never four, never two, except when proceeding to three. Um, and then something just happened a few years ago, and now there's just no telling. Sometimes it's three, but sometimes it's two. It's almost never just one, but sometimes it's two, sometimes it's seven, sometimes it's three. Very strange. At any rate, here we are in lovely Sri Lanka. And oh, Nish is flying. Nish is flying. I'm guessing that you're with us because I remember seeing your nameplate at the other field. Oh, and here's everybody waiting patiently for me to load in. Thank you so much. Oh, and Riz has joined in. Welcome along, Riz. Happy to have you here. Riz, Vega, Spundot, Ascended. Wait. Oh, Spundot is in the Stealth 172 again. Okay. That's fine. And I'm presuming Nish is flying. I'm assuming that you're flying with us because I'm sure I saw your name tag before. Yeah, so actually go back here and do bum 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 bum. There we go. I rarely grab one of these before departure, but I was just in a mood. All right, let's get this show on the road, as they say. We're all good in here, except this is going to be a climbing left turn. And I didn't put the POIs in, but they are pretty darn obvious and very close to the field. So I think it's climbing left turn, and we should be able to spot our POI very quickly. So yeah, I know, Spundot. That was, yeah. I don't get it. Why every now and then we see you, but usually we don't. I don't know why. All right, here we go. Wait, right turn. Okay. Thanks. That's, yeah. I think the route is to the left, but yep. Now that you mention it, we got yep. There's 85. We can bring it on up, and there we go. And there's me going the wrong way. Alrighty then. Oh, did I mute? No, those aren't muted. Did I miss the... What the heck? That's really weird. Why did that sound command not play? Yep, there's the town. I think the stupa is right over by the town. Oh yeah, I think that's it. On the horizon there? Is that it on the horizon? Oh yeah, that's got to be it right there. soundtrack. You want to try that again? Or some other sound command? I don't know of any reason it wouldn't have played. It's not muted. Oh, how weird. I wonder if alerts are working. Let me try pausing and restarting alerts. Sometimes that seems to unhook things. So do not know what that was, but we should hear wub immediately after it. So we are coming right up on this stupa. That's really interesting. I don't know what would have caused that. Some stream elements wonkiness to get. If you're right on my tail, I'm about to pause, and then we will check out this this stupa here. Well, I thought I was going to pause, but apparently my focus is not on the right. What on earth? Come on. No. Okay. My bad. So, it's now behind me over there. This is just a fascinating looking thing. I think when I see the word stupa, I think my mind reads the word. Is it a stela? I'm thinking of the sort of thing that's almost kind of like a totem, like a vertical monument of some sort, usually like carved out of stone. I think stela is the word for what I'm thinking. This is obviously nothing like that. It appears to be. I came here earlier just to check it out before doing a fly along. I didn't try to see if you can go inside this thing, but I don't see anything that looks like a door in particular. The painting is really cool. But I am guessing that there's not any interior and that you can't go inside. Oh, well, I guess you can go inside, but there's nothing inside to be inside for other than to look at the outside. Interesting. So, I wonder if the newspaper rental advertisement notice for this is like 4 rooms stupa view, but or something. I don't know. At any rate, I just thought this thing looked cool and was worth a quick flight to check out. And then the other thing is very odd. The thing we'll be coming to in a bit here. All right, there we go. Wait a minute. I have to lean over this way to do the... Oh, no, that wasn't what we wanted. And interestingly, it's not. Huh. So for some reason, the drone camera control is not... Oh, do I have to... Wait a minute, is it... No, this ought not to... No, that's not it either. Okay. Well, for some darn reason, the speed control on the drone camera is not working today. I don't know why. Sorry to disappoint if anyone was looking forward to that. Lily Von Stoop, yes. Let's get this back underway, shall we? Okay. Oh, boy. Oh. Sim not happy. Sim very, very not happy. What? Oh, dear. Oh, my. What? Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. So I'm afraid to even find out what just happened. Oh, well, at least now I know what I did. What I don't know is where I am. It's probably someplace very far away from where we were. Yes. So, um, I'll just see if I can't catch up with you fine folks. Bear with me a moment. And again, anybody who's worried about your immersion should certainly leave it alone. I think that's me back, at least in the general area of where everybody else is. How embarrassing. Oh, it's telling me an ad break's going to start in 2 minutes. If only the ad break could have started quite some time ago, but that's not the case. So I was playing around there with doing the little rotating view of the stupa, and I set up a pair of buttons on the joystick to either increase or decrease the drone camera rotation speed, so they can start out slow and then get faster and faster and faster and faster, and then go slower and slower and slower and slower again. I now realize what I was doing instead. Instead of those two buttons, I was using the sim time increase or decrease buttons. So that's why I came out of drone camera view and was suddenly 100 miles away from where I had been before. And so I got the slewed back to where everybody else is. But now I'm facing the thing I really, really hate about the sim time adjustment setting is that there's no way to have any feedback. So I now don't know. This is now looking like pretty slow flight. So I think I probably, well, I definitely still have my flaps there, which is not needed. And then here, there we go. Get the flaps up. I think I would be catching up to you if I was not. I think I'm like one notch lower than normal time, so we'll try one notch more forward, and then maybe I can tell on the map here if I'm gaining or losing speed relative to everybody else. Will that be helpful at all if we zoom way on in here? So that looks like I'm really kind of catching up with folks, yes? And is that because I'm doing 160 knots? Probably. At any rate, I think I'm no longer slower than everybody. We'll come back and take another look at that in a bit. So, hi everybody. I think I'm back. Whoopsie, come on. We got our trim thing again here with this Mooney where oh yeah, I think ascended gravity. Yeah, I said sim time. You're right. I meant sim rate. But jittery on your screen. Oh, do I go jittery when I just came blazing past you? So am I now? Am I now in? Maybe I'm now a notch fast. Yeah, that must be. So let's try. I'll try my decrease sim rate and see what effect that has. So I see Vega out in front there. That's interesting. I don't see Vega. Oh, so there's Vega. way on out in front. And then there's how many of us back here? Me and 3, and then one person kind of went way back. So anyway, so then I got Sparkbot and Sunbed. Anybody else quite nearby? Oh yeah, so then here's... Oh. Okay. But then it's also looking like there's somebody who's sort of like way on back behind the... Now I'm not completely disoriented. Okay, so that's... First of all, that's... I have no idea what's happening, or what I'm doing, or anything. Let's go back in here, and see if we can get ourselves on the magenta line, get the plane taking care of itself. Yes, it looks like that's possible. Oh, okay, good. So there's Risen Spundot and Vega in front, and then there's somebody way back here by the arrival. So somebody way back there somewhere? Yes, no, maybe? I guess not. Okay. Well, this is going so well. I'm so glad we decided to do this second one. Let's, now it's getting very cloudy. That's not particularly helpful. That's a little better, I think. I don't know. So you think I'm slow again? Look like I'm 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Okay. I will then try. Let me make sure the cursor's over here and try. Go. There's one click faster. Seriously, well, now I remember that it said it had sim rate tools, but I didn't. It was an add-on. I know I checked it out at some point, and it didn't seem to give me any way to. Are you serious? Because that's what I looked for, was if it displayed the current rate, because that was what I wanted. Didn't I get? I thought it was something you had to add on, wasn't it? I thought, and I thought that I had added it on. Maybe I took it off when I thought. I don't know. So, wait, what's the other thing that I need to do with flow? I'm making notes here. The plane's flying. We got a minute to go. So flow. I need to do sim rate, and what was that thing you mentioned at the beginning of the stream? Center of gravity. Oh, you're sharing a helpful picture, are you? Not skipping anymore. So, the teleport thing, right? So, sim rate. I see. A core widgets, sim rate. But wait, so this is I really understand nothing about flow and how it works and doesn't work, except for the few things that I'm using it for. So is this something that I have to add on, or is it already built in, but I have to add it to the wheel? I don't know. Maybe we could, oh, I just realized I'm not. I thought I was showing everybody the picture, but I wasn't. Ascended, maybe if you got time, maybe we could talk portal. Oh, so the portal is the teleport thing, right? Maybe if you have some, if you could spare me some time at some point between now and next Tuesday. It's built in. I just have to add it to the wheel. Okay, well, good to know. Thanks. And I think I remember reading about the portal thing and getting very confused, but I think that's built in too, and you don't have to add anything. Is that right? I think. Okay. So what's? Oh, so glad we did this second one. Let's go. Okay, 10 miles to run until we get to this other place, and it really is a fascinating thing, and it's right by the arrival airport. So, so is there? Let's see. If we go back out here, folks nearby. There's Vega, and there's a pretty hill. Oh, there's Riz and Sponda and Assembly, and then. Did we ever figure out if there was another person with us at all? I guess not. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, oh, there's our thing that we're going to. It's this huge rock, like in the middle of nowhere, with all these flowing hills around. Right in the middle of nowhere, there's this ginormous rock. And that's not the half of it. So it looks like I need to take nav mode off. And in fact, probably just kill the autopilot altogether here if we can. And head on over. Was it this way to our left? I think it was. Because the magenta line was taking us right to the airport. Was it over here to the left? I thought it was, but now I'm not seeing it. What have I done? Oh, is that right? Is that? No, that's not it. Oh, is that it over there? No, that's another town or something. That's that lovely hill we just passed. Yeah, now I'm completely lost. So hard to see out of this airport. Sup, bruh? Welcome on in. Good to see you, or I will take a look over at the chat to see you in a moment. Oh, wait, there it is. It's just a little hard to pick out. I was expecting it to be closer. I thought it was going to look bigger. It's so small I could barely see it. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Okay, fine. Hey, Asapra, you're never late. Yeah, that was my sorry, Vega, I guess I was letting my fruit hang too low there. This is the thing, right? Yes, this is the thing. So again, just this massive rock. It is just sticking up out of the middle of a field. Very, very strange. Then yeah, the airport is over that way somewhere. Okay, good. Oh, soundtrack. Wait till we get there. It's a complete mystery to me. It's looking like I'm pretty darn high, and I guess I am well ahead of others now. Yeah, I guess I got going pretty fast here, but I'm gonna live pause over the thing, or near the thing, so we can get a good look. Oh yeah, this will work out just fine. Oh no, that's really quite okay. So we'll let that go. Now, is this the thing? Yeah, this is the thing. So let me make sure that this is clicked over here. It is, and then I should be able to pause. Yes. One thing worked in this stream. That's so awesome. So here's this rock, and what I guess must be the remains of an ancient city on top of it. Remains of an ancient something on top of it. Again, I just, the plan for this flight came together minutes before the stream started, when I just kind of started feeling like that flight's not going to be very long. Maybe we should do a second flight that's a little bit longer. Um, so in other words, so I did not have any time to come and, to go and read up about these two POIs to find out like what they're about. But clearly an ancient ruin. Um, Hard to say from looking at the modeling here in the sim uh, what might have been going on at some time here. Clearly a water retention feature of some sort. Temple, city, burial, something. I don't know. Oh, but if we go out a little bit and check it out from the outside, so very very high, very steep rock face, and it's like this all the way around. Um, I see no. I mean, so maybe these, I missed these before. Maybe these are tunnels. Maybe you only had to climb a sheer rock face so far before getting to tunnels that would then give you access to oh, come on, to the upper levels. But there's no clearly no path from, from ground level up. And what a the whole thing just mystifies me. Those do look like they might be openings, huh? I don't know. So, yeah, I have to go read up about this place, and maybe we'll come back and visit it again on another trip. Uh, and again, I really do wish that there were more stuff actually modeled in the sim in Sri Lanka. Uh, oh, that's, there could be more. It's near a big lake, and there's clearly some, like, build up around it now. But yeah, but Sri Lanka just in general, um, the parts that I flew over when I was hoping to do a longer route from Colombo on the west coast over to the east coast, very pretty territory, but just nothing but autogen, which, kind of just made it seem not really quite worth it, maybe. But it was, we'll see. Where'd the place go here? I remember figuring out, okay, right. So I, I remember that if I was over here at the base of the pool and looking that way from the base of the pool, I remember that the airport is over here. So I think that means I need to do about a 180. Yep. Alrighty. So I'm going to head on over to the airport. Uh, let's see. We need to get that going over there. And then there goes Riz. Glad you could join for the flight, Riz. Sorry it was an exceptionally short one, but there was more. Uh, uh, right. I now have no idea where that sentence began or what was going on with it, but I will remind you at this point, or ask you at this point. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, and all gentle beings. At the end of the stream, we're going to give away a free subscription to the Peter Mooney channel, or if you're already subscribed to the Peter Mooney channel, I'll give you a free sub to any channel on Twitch, as long as it's one that offers subscriptions. So, with that, type exclamation point ticket to get yourself entered into the giveaway. And I think with that, I will see if I click here first. and then hit the unpause. Yes, that seems to be unpausing. I think we can climb up a little bit and hang a left. Should be able to head on over to the airport. Let's about that. We can slow down a little. And where's the rock? I'm not about to swing around and run into the rock, am I? Oh, there's the rock. That's good. Alrighty. Tell you what, let's sneak down very low and slow here. Just pass it by right there. That's looking pretty good. And so then from there, I think we can pull those out. And yeah, head on over toward the airport. Don't really know what the field elevation is. Do I really care? Let's just wing it. Oh yeah, I think it's over there toward that hill in the distance. Oh wait, is this it right here? Wait a minute. I see Vega in what looks suspiciously like a parking spot. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Oh my gosh, it is. This is way too short a base. So let's see about maybe a right downwind. Yeah, we'll try that. Whoopsie. Can we please have a right wing view? Thank you, yes. Okay. Okay. Ascended gravity, I'm guessing you're on final there. Kind of how it's looking to me. I'm just going to head on out this away before doing anything too long. Oh. Whoopsie. I don't think we need to be climbing that much. I'll just head on over to this lake here. And then make a turn in and see if I can spot the field. Goldsy! Goldsy, so nice to see you. Welcome on in. Happy to have you here as always. Just check. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and make a turn and head back that way. Dear Lord, why am I climbing? I guess it's probably because I'm at full power and not paying attention, going really fast. Oh. Yeah, Goldsy, we did a little scenic flight in South Central Oregon from Medford over to Klamath Falls, and then we had a bunch of time left, because that flight didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna. Is that the field? I think that's the field. So we popped over to Sri Lanka for a little 30-minute flight. We looked at a stupa. And then we looked at some kind of ancient ruins that we're not really sure what it is. Is that the field? I really think that's the field. Well, that's not the field. Yikes! Where's the airport? Oh no, it's over there. Oh, well, it's right there. I think this may be salvageable. Oh, that's it right there. Lovely. I hadn't even overshot. It's a refreshing change. Oh, let's see what's going on. What? Oh, you saw C. I thought I missed C. I missed CA. All my eye caught when I glanced was I stupa every time I look in the mirror. How did we get this high? I don't know, but we want all the drag we can get. Are we in gear speed? Yeah, well, let's throw on the speed brakes. And then there's gear speed. Should help a good bit. And there's flap speed. We got a notch of those in. And with the gear down, we can pull the power. We'll just chop and drop, as it were. Okie dokie. Surprisingly long runway for being out here in the middle of nowhere in central Sri Lanka. Oh, that is a displaced threshold, yes? Yes, okay. Alrighty, well then, more flaps. Do we think? Yeah. And what do we know? No, we're really fast now. I throw those speed brakes in and do the last notch of flaps. That's gonna get us down to 80 in no time. Still really high. Gonna leave the speed brakes in. I'm just gonna leave them in because we're still faster than I care for. Alrighty, okay. That could have been worse. Alrighty then. I think butter is very, very generous. Let's see if we can come over here and get parked between some of our fellow fly-alongers. Oh, thanks everybody for flying along. It was fun, if brief. Okay, so then what's going on over here? Oh, is there room between me and them? I don't know. Look how tiny that quickie is parked next to everybody else. Hey, not bad. What does that look like from out here? Is that diamond a static or somebody who's with us? That's somebody who's with us. Oh, and there's more somebodies with us. Who all is here? Oh, come on. What's here? Hi. Good to see you. I think maybe if I go this side, I'll get a little bit more of a... Well, it might be nice to have those... capture some of the buildings there. Let's see. But then that's... Well, Vega, you've got a quickie at your rear. Careful. There's a quickie at your rear. Yeah, grab a screenshot there before Moet drives out of the shot. Oh, or Moet, are you... Whoops. Maybe let's try this side. Oh, there's trees on this side, okay. Oh yeah, we can even get not only buildings but some mountainous stuff in there. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. No. There we go. Wet parking brake now. I kid because I love. All right, there we go. That's nice. Let me look at one thing over here. Yeah, that's so. Mwet, I'm going to assume I didn't hear your welcome sound because you haven't said anything in chat, which is fine. But Mwet, welcome on in. Happy you could fly along. Alrighty then. Vegalusa, best of this. Oh, you put a. Oh, thank you. Excellent. Very nice. Oh, wait. Where's Spundot? Spundot, where are you? Have you not landed? Did I miss you? Did you load out? Or unload? Oh, you can actually see this rock thing with the ancient ruin on top. See it right from the field. You're parked with the rest of us. I'm not even seeing your tag. I always see your tag. Well, oh, there you are. Oh, no, I missed your tag. Well, I'm sorry we didn't get to, sorry you weren't able to join us in the, okay. Well, at any rate, let's do the replay. Yeah, kind of, yeah, we'll do a quick landing replay, and then we'll do the wing view, and then we'll do the giveaway, and then we will get ourselves out of here. No, let's see. I meant to go up there, and then there. Okay, and then we can go there, and then we can go there, and then yes. There's Mwet. Blah, blah, blah. Bonsoir. Wait. Blah, blah, soir. Or blah, soir. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Let's see what happens if we just leave the camera right where it was and try this, and then this, and then like that. Maybe. We'll see. This might work. Let's see. High and fast, dropping like a rock. Early flare, over flare, and float. Yep, it's a typical Peter Mooney landing. All right. Well, I don't know. That touchdown looked mighty sweet, actually, to me. What did you think? But I don't know. I might just need to, let's, what if we go here, there, that, and then here. Oh, come on. There we go. Ha ha ha. Okay. I won't take much more of your time with this, but given how firm the previous one was, which I didn't think was all that firm, but apparently some of you did, I think this one might have been less firm. Well, could have had the angle a little higher. I mean, it wasn't 3-point, but the nose down was very close to anything else coming down. So let's see. Let's go back to up there. Is it what? Oh gosh, that's a lot longer than I thought. Because this is, let me just double check over here. To somewhere. Is this before we pass by the, oh, too bad. I thought the wing view was going to include rolling by the, well, you know what? I still think it could. Let's see what happens. I think maybe I can do some adjustments. Yeah, because I think we're, yeah, I think that's where we want to start. So then, oh no, well, no, I meant to, I went over here and I meant to do that. So we could hear Harsaber's welcome sound. Hi, Harsaber, welcome on in. Sorry the engine noise was so loud when you got here. Alrighty, so fine. So then we're gonna, let's see, what am I doing? Oh, good. So right, we're gonna do the wing view replay, and when we come back, we're gonna do the giveaway. There's only 14 people entered in the giveaway. Type exclamation point ticket and enter that in the chat to get yourself entered in the giveaway. And right, so up here, I need to go to here, and then once it goes to there, that's already like that, which is good. So then I can go to here, and from there we can go to here. Oh no, we can't. From there we got to go, oh dear, we got to go back here, and then we can go to there. Alrighty. I think we are set up to do this. Let's give it a try. There, and there, and here. Okay, here we go. Alrighty then. Well, try as I may to get the timings to work out. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But here we go. Alrighty then, I think. If I go here, then here, and then oh no, then I gotta come over here to go to there, and then I don't remember driving across the grass. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. So that's, we'll let the replay keep doing the replaying thing there, and while it's doing its thing, let's get this giveaway done, and go ahead and head on out of here. Oh hey, November 321 Tango Fox, welcome on in. Good to see you, and yeah, happy to have you here. Exclamation point ticket, excellent. We've only got 16 people entered in the giveaway at this point. So this would be your last chance. We're giving away a free sub to the Peter Mooney channel, or if you're already subscribed to this channel, we'll give you a free sub to any channel on Twitch, provided that it's one that offers subscriptions. Fifth Bert, hey, welcome on in. Happy to have you here. Thanks for entering the drawing. And our Saber with a ticket as well. Excellent. Good job. We're going to wrap it up, though, here. Last chance to type exclamation point ticket to get yourself entered into the... Hey, like to program is here, too. People coming out of the woodwork for those tickets. Excellent. Very, very good. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. Wrong stuff. Oh, wrong stuff. Hi. Welcome on in. Happy to see you. Happy to have you entered in the giveaway. Oh, 19 people. If you're holding out, you can still get a 1 in 20 shot at a free sub. So exclamation point ticket. We are gonna close this giveaway up very soon. We're gonna close it in 3, 2, 1, and the giveaway is over. Closed. You can no longer enter the giveaway. Oh, soundtrack. Oh, this is just so tragic. All the work, all the hard work you put into, keeping this channel together, and then you don't even get a chance to enter the giveaway. It's tragic. It breaks my heart every time I see that happen. I don't know what to do about it. But I do believe that means it is time to is that sorry. I do think that means that it is time for us to draw a winner. So good luck to all 19 of you who are entered, and we're going to pick a winner. 3, 2, 1. The winner is M. Glickman. Hi. I don't think I even saw you come in, M. Glickman. I don't remember saying hi. I am terribly sorry if I missed you in that way. It looks like M. Glickman may no longer be in the chat. So give me one quick sec to go over here and then here. Oh, this is probably going to play. No, it's not. That's nice. So then I can go here and here and here and M. Glickman, I think. Oh, no. Oh, is there a... It is at M. Glickman, right? M. G-L-I-C. Okay, yep. There we go. And it says it's not a... Wait, did somebody beat me to it? No, that's your fail to enter the giveaway. They're already subscribed. So I will message M. Glickman to let them know they have won the giveaway and find out what channel they would like a gift sub to. Give me one moment to jot that down or it won't happen. which would be bad. Gift sub M Glickman. M Glickman is, I think, pretty regular in attending uh, GA Thursdays on the Sim Caesar channel, which means I should see them tonight, if not before. And so maybe we can take care of that right then. So, oh, hey, Sim Mr. Egan, welcome on in. Happy to have you here. We just finished the giveaway, which means we are about to, I'm going to say a few quick thank yous, and then we are going to go and raid. We're going to raid Fighty MT because they are streaming, and I've had a lot of fun. The few times I have been able to catch parts of their streams have been tons of fun, and I've have recently heard other people mentioning how much fun they have watching Fighty MT. Yeah, we're going to do that just as soon as I say hello and thank you to a few uh, fine folks. So thank you to everybody who participated in today's streaming. Anyway, if that was, Sim Mr. Egan, thank you for the 100 bits. That's awesome. Wait, did we not get an? Oh my gosh, is it? I wonder if the wing view replay or if the flight recorder tool is somehow knocking out the alerts, because after the wing view at the end of the first flight, we were not getting alerts. And then all I had to do was just pause and resume alerts, and then voila. Okay, so another piece of the mystery, another piece of the puzzle falls into place toward possibly solving the mystery. Spundot, thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate that a great deal. Uh, and and soundtrack, thank you. So yeah, so thank you for however you participated today. I realize for some people that's, you're at work and the most you can do is just lurk and occasionally check in to see what's going on. Up to those of you who were here, vigorously type chatting in the chat, and those who flew along. I'll miss somebody if I name them, but Spundot, Ascended Gravity, Vega Blue Sky, Ascended Gravity. Did I just say Ascended Gravity? Wait, Spundot, Ascended Gravity, Vega Blue Sky. Um, uh, um, I am I'm a basket case at this point, a complete and utter basket case. New person, the dream is real, exactly. And then the Bonanza 36 flyer. But that was the one that I was stuck on, and then I was going to have to say the new person who came in. But thank you, soundtrack. You saved me. Oh, and that's right, Riz on the final flight as well. Riz, yep. Thanks. So thanks to everybody who flew along, and then also some very special thanks to Scotty Dahati for a gift sub, and Sleazy Does It Again for resubscribing. Texas One Flyboy with a 9-month resub. Jeffrey B with a 7-month resub, and then BitCheers, Cold Nebo, Flight Level Riz, Sim Mr. Egan, and Spundot. Thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate all of the financial support in addition to the support. But really the support just by your participation, you're being here, you're flying along, you tolerating me for a couple hours is more than I expect from anybody else I know. So thank you for that as well. I really do appreciate it. So I think with that, 40 minutes from now, you can find me over in the Sim Caesar channel chat, where Sim Caesar will be doing GA Thursday. Always heaps of fun. Hope to see you there. If not, I hope to see you back here on the Peter Mooney channel next week, Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1900 Zulu. We will do some more fun sightseeing, and who knows, we might even try an instrument flight. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be moving back in the direction of doing some instrument flying and eventually getting back to finishing up the Boston VAT Sim Wings Over New England challenge flight program. Hopefully that will be sooner rather than later. So yeah, hope to see you tonight, or if not before, back here next Tuesday. So again, thanks for coming along. Thanks for bearing with me while I figure out how Mouse Without Borders works when streaming as opposed to otherwise. So yeah, I'm going to turn it over to Louis Armstrong here, and then we will go and raid Fighty MT. So thanks again, and bye.